We are ready for our first real one. Well, my first real one. Come on in. Hello there, lovely lady. How you doing?
I am doing well. How are you?
Wonderful. If you face that camera, step in a little more for me. Well, just this way, yep, towards me, not towards them yet. You will shortly. Would you share with these gentlemen your name, your age, and what you do?
Yes, my name is Taylor. I am 26 and I'm a professional dancer. So I do a lot of like heels, twerk. Actually, I teach twerk. And I'm a kickboxing instructor as well.
Okay. Wow.
A little bit of everything, yeah.
A little bit of everything. And a lot of these real ones do a little bit of everything. But share with us this. What makes you a real one?
I'm authentic. My actual stage name is Banji, Banji. So it actually stands for Be Authentic, Never Jeopardize Individuality. So it's my whole brand.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you looking for in a real one?
Someone that is like caring and sweet and someone that just makes me feel like safe.
Okay, beautiful. Now, you did reach out to be on we call you all Jaguars. I don't call you Sugar Daddy. So there's Cougars and there's Jaguars because y'all are strong and you want what you want. So tell me why you applied to be on the Jaguar edition.
I mean, all these young men be doing me wrong. So I'm like, maybe I need to go the other way. Maybe I need to come up a little bit.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. And they're definitely seasoned with the right seasonings, right? And they know just what to do. Let me ask you another question, but you don't have any broken hearts, which is a good thing. They must be feeling you. I want to go for this. Now, in relationships, there are deal breakers. There's heartbreakers, red flags. What are some things you're not going to tolerate?
Not to be that person, but somebody that's broke. I can't. Okay. Somebody that doesn't make money, doesn't have ambition.
It doesn't seem like that's an issue for these guys.
Yeah, I mean, clearly they showed me. I said, okay, I'm paying attention.
Okay. Now, what about this? Any others besides the money piece?
I would say, like, I'm a height girl sometimes. Like, I'm a shorty, but like, we love tall kings, but like, if you're too short for me, like, you're too short for me. Yeah.
Understood. Okay. Well, you don't have any broken hearts, so I don't want to belabor anything, but they must be feeling you. So I want to go a little deeper. So you can get to know her just a little more. You can get to know them perhaps. Let's go for this. Have you ever been married?
No.
Okay. Do you want to be married?
I do see myself getting married one day. I'm not trying to rush it, but one day.
Okay. Do you have children?
No.
Do you, you gotta ask, do you want children?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the twerk classes, come on now.
Okay, you're twerking for a baby to come on the way.
One day, with the right one.
Okay. If you are open to children, keep your heart. If not, because she wants them, you might want to break it.
Shit, they all want babies with me. What?
Okay, all right. Then we'll give you some baby. Okay, that's their right. I'm going to have to get a little spicy, and it hurts sometimes. But on a real one, you got to make a decision because it's a real one, not a real five.
Right.
So I'm going to ask to borrow the heartbreaking device of you, kind sir, because she's going to have to break. I'm going to just make you break one. I'm going to make you break one, and I'm sorry it is based on. Now, if you have an essential question, though, because we're a real one, we do it best. So if it is like, hey, I think they're all so handsome, I want to get to know them off of an essential question. I want you to ask that.
Ooh, I do want to know what everybody does for their job. Like, what do you do to make money?
Okay.
I'll start with you.
Yeah, we're going to go to all of them. So name, age, and what do you do for work?
Max, 105, and I did.
Okay, he's a jokester.
I did a lot, but my main job was computer animation, along with being an entertainer. I do mind reading shows and stuff like that. So, but
I used to be a magician's assistant. That's so funny.
you look like
Yeah,
one. And
I'm like, I fit right in the box
and
too.
I was married
Yeah.
to a dancer. What are the?
He's like, listen, let me just make up a whole story so she doesn't pop my balloon. No, I believe you.
No. I would never lie about anything like that. She was
love it.
Irish and stripper. Come on, let's just. She was.
Yeah.
Let's move forward to our next real one. Name, age, and answer to her question.
Hi, I'm Alan. I'm very young, 76. I'm an engineer, filmmaker, teacher, other things also at the same time.
Okay.
And she wants to know in terms of what do you do for work or what did you do?
Engineer. I used to be a astronaut trainer with the space shuttle program.
Wow. Okay.
I was in Houston. I was a flight controller and mission control. I helped train astronauts to fly the space shuttle when there was a space shuttle program.
Nice. Are you currently retired?
Never going to be retired. I don't see any of that in my future at all. Too many things to do. Way too many things to do.
Okay. Oh, he looked at me too. He said,
He's got game. He's a real one.
got a little
He's a real
spice
one.
to
Okay.
him. Okay.
Let's go to our next real one. Name, age, and what did you do for work or do for work?
I'm Howie. I broke 55. That's all I'll say. I provide entertainment, magicians, comedy, bands, hypnotists for private parties at homes, country clubs, corporate events, and that's what I do. And I didn't think I'd ever consider a child, but if I left this world with her having birthed my baby, that could be okay.
Okay.
All right, let's go to this real one. Name, age, and what did you do for work or did for work?
My name is Mark Lawrence. I'm 66 years old, and I'm a doctor's assistant, and I'm also a music producer. I produce some good music that gets played everywhere.
Okay.
And you're talking about having a daughter. I just kind of like had one 4 years ago.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, but the only problem is she's 32.
Jesus Christ. Wow, time flies real fast.
I just found out I did Ancestry.
No.
Yeah, to see if my dad was real.
Oh, stop it. And then you're like, turns out I have a whole kid?
And I found out I had not only I had a kid, but a beautiful daughter.
Wow.
Looks like you.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and
It
I
kind
had
of scary.
grandkids. And it turned out she's had a real great life. She ended up, her mother put her up for adoption.
Okay.
And she got adopted by a doctor, and she's like had a really good life.
Slipping and falling upwards for real. That's incredible.
Let's go to this last real one. We got to talk to our real one here. Name and, what did you do for work?
It's Emmanuel Galloway. And you know what? I definitely want to pop my balloon.
Okay. Tell us why you're breaking.
Yeah, well,
It was loud.
yeah, I know. She's just not my fit.
Tell us what is your fit.
Well, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but, she's dancing and everything like that. That's not what I'm really looking for.
Okay. Understood. Now, aesthetically, is she someone that's your type?
She's just not my fit.
Okay. Is he someone that's your type?
I feel like maybe my short king comment might have got to him, and maybe that's why he wanted to pop first. But all the respect and love in the world. But yeah, I'm like,
The short king comment?
No, it's no.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. As a man, he don't care about that. No, I love that. That's respectable. So we do have 4 hearts that are still beating, though. Okay. So let's take it on back as we start to go a little deeper. I'm going to offer it to you. Well, you already asked your essential. Gentlemen, do you have an essential question you'd love to ask this lovely lady? All right. Let's walk it back down. You'll get in a little exercise today, but you're used to that, moving and grooving. What's your question?
What is the best thing you've ever done
oh, like in my life?
in your life?
Oh, yeah.
Could be to anybody, could be to yourself. The best thing you've ever done.
That's so hard. There's so much that's so incredible for me. I feel like one of the most amazing things I've done was helped one of my friends run one of the biggest dance camps ever, and just being there for every part of it. And although I didn't make money or anything off of that, it was just the fact that I got to invest in her dream and make
Doesn't
things
have to
come
be
true.
money, just something that-
Yeah. No, that's one of the most rewarding things for me is helping my best friend and see her really accomplish these really incredible goals. So I'd say that's probably it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. Did any other real one have a question for this lovely lady? Okay. Let's go.
I'm guessing the answer is going to be yes, because you're a dancer, an athlete, a kickboxer. So that doesn't mean that you don't party. The question is, do you handle your alcohol well? And after a certain drink number, do we get a whole new person?
I'd say don't give me tequila for sure. That's a different, I don't know who she is. She's, I won't remember anything and I'll end up with my shoes off. But I'm actually more of a smoker, so I actually don't drink as much. I feel a little bit more in control when I smoke. So
Do you withdraw into your own little world of thinking and creativity, or are you sociable and good to go?
I'd say I'm really sociable. I love to actually go out with my friends, mostly my girlfriends. I don't like when the dudes be trying to dance up on me and all that. I'm like,
Dance up on me.
yeah, they really try. They really do. But yeah, I'm definitely more go out with my friends kind of vibe. So
How many
yeah.
of those guys that tried to dance up on you have gotten a kick to the head?
Oh God. I throw elbows actually. So I have this tactic where if I'm dancing with my homegirl and some weirdo tries to do some weird stuff, I'll be like, oh my God, I'm having so much fun. I throw my arms everywhere. So if you ever see a girl do that, just take a hint and walk away.
Very good. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go to another real one. Do either of you wonderful gentlemen have a question?
I have a confession.
Okay.
Oh, a confession.
confession.
Oh.
I didn't want to pop it.
Oh, he doesn't even have it.
I don't have.
He doesn't
you
have
wanna
a
break
popping
your heart?
device. Yeah.
I'm not rich. I'm poor, so
You got to break it. Gotta break it.
Artist. I thought I'd
Yeah,
give
you gotta
the
break.
So
You gotta break it. If you gotta break it.
gotta
Yeah, now that
break
you have
it.
your heartbreaking device.
Yeah.
Oh, it missed. Okay, because that
Yeah,
means
it's-
love wants to. Oh, okay. So let's clarify, just so it's on the mic. Why are you breaking your heart?
because I'm not rich. Yeah.
Okay, he's breaking my heart because he's not respectable though. Respectful, like
Would you be willing to tolerate though a humble, not
broke
very
artist?
balling?
Broke artist.
I've been there a couple times. I don't want
Yeah.
that.
You don't want to broke artist. But that's why I said the artist. I thought she was gonna pop it right away.
Okay.
You're like,
That
"Let me
was a
just
hint.
put that up
Yeah,
there."
that's why I had
I
it
don't
out
have
here.
money.
I don't have money.
But she is someone that's your type?
She's adorable. Yeah, like I said, I like that field. Toulouse-Lautrec was one of my favorite painters. He hanged around brothels and stuff. So that world has always been fascinating. It still is. So yeah, she's adorable. Look at her.
Thank you.
Very good. Is he someone that's your type?
I mean, he's super sweet. I feel like for me, like I would have to get to know more about somebody. But I mean, like from the outside, like I feel like I would vibe with you really well. Like especially as a friend. Like absolutely.
You still have two hearts. Alan, did you have a question, my man? All right.
You sound like someone who has a great deal of self-respect. What got you into dancing and especially kickboxing? I'm also in taekwondo. I have a black belt in taekwondo.
Oh, I did taekwondo as well when I was younger. I only got to black with a red stripe though. So I was like right under a black belt. Yeah. But what was your original question? Oh my gosh, taekwondo threw me off.
Okay, you sound like a person who has a great deal of self-respect. What got you into the dancing and especially the kickboxing?
I see. I had been dancing since I was like 12 and I really loved doing like hip hop and just the stage. I used to be really, really shy growing up. So it really helped me like come out of my bubble. And then just doing kickboxing, taekwondo, I've done a little bit of Krav Maga. So for me, it just helped build my confidence and be able to have those self-defense skills, especially someone like not to be that type of person, but someone that looks like me, like, oh, I wish you would type vibe. So that definitely, they go hand in hand with each other for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a step back because it doesn't look like any more hearts were broken besides the additional two. You have three hearts. Okay. I want them to get to know you a little more. So let's ask this as you kind of face the camera so they see how lovely you are, unless you got to, do it to them. What is your view on religion or politics? Do you want a man that is religious or political or not religious, not political?
Definitely religious. I literally went to church this morning. I know it sounds really weird that I do like twerk and all this stuff, but it's more so of like a spiritual realm kind of thing for me. So definitely someone that's religious. And as far as politics, I feel like I don't allow that to be divisive unless you allow it to be divisive. So it's just one of those conversations that like more so for me, religion for sure.
Okay. That might work for these gentlemen. Okay. They're not breaking their heart. Okay.
Like, I'm coming every Sunday.
Yeah, I want to throw it back to you. Do you have another essential? Because if not, I'm going to borrow the heartbreaking device again, and this time you can keep it because you already broke his heart. You might have to break one. So do you have an essential you'd like to ask these gentlemen?
That's really hard. I'd say, who has kids in here? I know you have kids that you didn't know about until kind of recently, but
Okay. Let's talk to this gentleman. Do you have children?
Not yet. Looking forward to it.
Okay, shoot. Okay, I hear him.
And that's why we had to have this real one back because he's ready.
He said, "Let me back on."
For real. Let's go to this gentleman. He kind of already said it, but
Yeah.
No children, nieces and nephews, no children.
Okay.
do you have another essential? Because if not, I'm gonna have you pop one.
Right.
I'm gonna have you break a heart.
Oh, let me think. Can any of you guys dance? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, rock and roll all night long.
All night long. Okay, Alan. All right. You dance.
I can. Even though I set aside the martinis, I can still dance.
Can you dance?
Of course, I can dance.
Okay, period.
got
Can
three
I have them
dancers.
do like a little dance move? Like, what would you do in the club?
Let's have each. Yeah, if
Yeah,
you're
I wanna
willing.
see.
Mark, kick it off. What
I
are you
wanna
doing
see
to
what
dance?
we're
Let's
up
get a
to.
good wide. Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
see. You might dance. Oh.
Okay. You better get that two-step.
Oh wow.
Oh, eight.
Okay. All right.
5,
And he stepped
6,
back. And he
7,
stepped back
8.
into
Yeah.
place. Okay. Howie. Let's see, Howie.
It's not in the contract.
It wasn't. But hey, you don't have to if you don't want to. But she does want to see your moves. And
I do. Oh, he's smooth with it.
Oh, okay.
He giving a little jazzy.
okay.
He
A little
said,
Frank Sinatra on him.
Ugh.
Okay, very good.
no, it really did give
That was
Frank
it. He was
Sinatra.
hitting it. I thought he was going to say, "Luck be a lady." All right, Alan, what you got? Unless you're not comfortable. Oh.
Hey, I know Alan's about to bust down. Listen.
Okay.
And he's got the eye contact.
Oh, okay. He ain't messing around.
Alan,
Okay.
he surprised me. Out of everybody, I was like, oh, maybe he won't do anything. Maybe he'll stay. So you surprised me with that one for sure.
An engineer and a dancer. He ain't messing around. All right. Well, you got to make a
Space and
decision.
everything.
I can't have. You got to break one. We got to narrow it down. It's a real one. Unfortunately, we don't have all day. So you got to make. You got to break one.
Okay.
based on the dance moves and the other things that you've observed?
Why do I feel like they all took a really big deep breath?
Tough decision. Oh, okay.
But your dance moves were so good, though. I don't want you to think it's your dance moves.
Well, let's do.
He's like, it just popped
They're
on my
good
tongue.
quality. Now let's do this. You were holding on to your heart for a minute. Tell us why.
I just thought she was gorgeous, and she definitely has got a lot of spunk to her.
Thank you.
It seems like she likes to go out and have a good time.
Tell us why you chose his heart. Why'd you break it?
I did eeny, meeny, miny, mo in my head, and I was like, eeny, meeny, miny. I was like, let me just make a decision. I'll go on the far left. Yeah.
Could he be someone that's your type?
I feel like if, again, like I'm more of those people that like I'd have to get to know you better and like understand like what you're looking for in life. But I think he'd be a good friend. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's walk it on back. You got 2 left. We got to narrow it down. Gentlemen, once again, do you have a question for this lovely lady?
My philosophy of life is to be all that I can be in life. What is your philosophy of life?
I'd say for me, I actually have like 3 philosophies for every day, and that's to be funny and goofy, be sexy in some way, and make somebody laugh. So those like every day are things that like I'm constantly focusing on.
Well, for you, that seems to be a natural.
Thank you. Yes, I do. I practice often.
All right.
Yeah, that's
Howie,
a really good one.
another question, or because we got to narrow it down. I just want to be fair.
Would you consider yourself a hypersensitive woman? I don't mean
Right.
sensitive to being critiqued or sensitive. I mean sensitive to, and are you a dog lover?
Oh, I love animals. I grew up around like barn life. Like I was born and raised in Iowa, so like
I was going to say, this is right out of the heartland. Right out.
it really is giving. And then what was the first part of your question? You were asking.
Consider yourself a hypersensitive woman.
I would say I'm definitely like very in tune with my emotions. But I'm a tough cookie. If someone like breaks my heart, I'm like, all right, I'm going this way. I'm gonna focus on myself. So that's just, I'm more of like a self-love type of person. So if something hurts my feelings, like I'm gonna go to myself about it.
Very good.
Let me ask a question to the gentleman. We'll start with Howie and then go back to Alan. Where would you take this lovely lady on a first date?
Well, you said you're popping for Sizzler.
Unless you want something better. In the ideal world, Sizzler, because they're trying to sponsor.
There's some really cool, immersive entertainment events downtown these days, like big, what are they called? The aerialists and the whole dinner and show thing. Great entertainment.
Okay.
Apparently they didn't like theirs either.
But let's take a step back and ask Alan, where would you take this lovely lady on a first date?
Definitely to a restaurant, something nice like a Guido, so we have plenty of time to talk and get to know each other. If you go to something else where we're dealing with entertainment, it kind of distracts. So I'd rather take that time to get to know you personally.
That's hard.
Because you got to narrow it down pretty soon. You got to narrow it down. So take a step back with me so you can kind
Yeah.
of see the scope. You have 2 hearts remaining.
Right.
We've been analyzing, we've been talking, we've been conversing, but a decision has to be made. 2 hearts, but it's a real one.
Right.
What are you thinking?
Right now in my mind, it's interesting because I didn't think about it until he brought it up, but like actually going to sit down and talk during a first date is something that is kind of intriguing for me. But also, I love entertainment. I love watching shows. Art is my thing. So it's making it really hard for me.
Tough choice, but you got to make it. Unless you have another essential, I'm sorry, you're going to have to pop.
Yeah, for real though. Showed a real one.
Unless you gentlemen have a question, but after that, we got to narrow it down because we have other real
religion.
ones.
Do you guys go to church? And if so, if you don't mind me asking, like what religion you believe in?
Great question.
If you do.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, the most important faith you can have is in yourself. That's what I work on.
I like it.
I do want to answer her second question.
Right.
She talked about what faith are you specifically?
Faith in myself.
Period. Well, you better rep it too.
Let's go to this real one.
I'm a deeply spiritual individual who is now, this freaks a lot of people out, but I'm what's called a Messianic Jew. Do you
Interesting.
understand what that is?
No.
Break it down.
The Jews have been waiting for the Messiah.
Yeah.
There are many Jews, more and more, that believe he came.
Amen. He did. He did. But I won't start preaching. But anyway, yeah. So you got to make a decision. Now, you did say you go to church.
Yeah.
Right? So if neither,
Right.
well, make your decision.
Well, and fun fact, I actually dance for bar mitzvahs too. So
Wow.
yeah, bar mitzvahs. Yeah, I'm like one of the hype girl. I'm like, yeah, let's go, kids, sing that Taylor Swift.
I used to MC bar mitzvahs and weddings.
No, literally, I'm
then-
training to be an MC.
After a number of bar mitzvahs and the mothers, I went to the guy that owned the company and said, "I do all the weddings you want. It's the happiest day. I cannot do any more bar mitzvahs." And I was raised New York
Those kids
Jewish.
get down, though. They get
All right.
down.
So what are you going to do? You got to make a decision. Okay.
I didn't want to scare you.
Now, you had your heart not broken for a period of time. Tell us why.
I'm very impressed with this young lady. And there's always more. So I wish you all the best.
Absolutely. Yes.
Tell us why you broke it.
It was really just like, not necessarily, for me, it's more of like a relation to somebody else. So like, I was like, oh my God, I've done the bar mitzvahs, all these things. So I think for me, it's just like, the more I get to know somebody, the more I get to kind of like unlock. And then for me, I can make that connection. So with you, I love your energy. I love what you do for work. I love your passion. I think I just like connected with him maybe a little bit more.
Okay. Well, let me have him step out because I'll just ask a few more questions. But if you feel you connected, then I got to ask maybe 3 more essential questions here. I'm going to go for the straight up one. I think I already know the answer. Is she someone that's your type?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Is he someone that's your type?
She's a woman.
Love that, especially in 2025.
Period.
Is he someone that's your type?
It's interesting because when I think of a type, I used to have a type and now I'm like totally breaking what I thought that boundary was. So I feel like in relation to understanding what a new type could be, I feel like he does like kind of fall in that category.
Okay. So my final question is, do you believe this could be a real one connection?
That possibility exists. What am I going to turn her away?
Do you believe?
I mean, I wouldn't be offended, but
and I'll ask you, do you believe this could be a real one connection?
I mean,
I'm going to say this 26-year-old dancer from the heartland who has no children. The only alcohol issue is don't be in public with me if I'm drinking tequila. I'm going to turn that away.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
So my question for you, do you believe this could be a real one connection?
I mean, for me, I'm so hesitant to like say yes to anything, but I feel like I would want to get to know him even more before I ever said anything.
So that could be a first date, or do you want to break the heart? That's up to you.
You have thick skin.
Oh, okay. She's gonna break. Wow. She's
No,
gonna
but
break.
I still want to know more about you later, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So do the federal authorities.
Oh my God.
He keeps making those jokes.
Hey, I don't want to know. I don't
Step
know.
back into the lineup.
I have nothing to do with that.
Step back into the lineup. And this is how we're going to do it. Gentlemen, can we clap it up for this lovely lady? She is a real one. She came out. Thank you for coming out. I'll take that mic, and you can head off that way. And we thank you so much for coming out. We really do. All right. Well, after that wonderful immersive experience, let's get ready for our next real one. Let's get ready.
Anyways, first things first. When planning a picnic date at a park, ensure one thing.
This is so comfortable. This is so nice.
Yeah, it looks nice. Gotta worry about anything.
Don't sit under a tree.
Ew! Oh my gosh.
Oh snap!
Ew.
Let me help you with that.
Sitting under a tree increases the likelihood of getting pooped on by 84.3%. So let's rewind and sit in the open air to help avoid this